Are you able, through your network, to sort of gauge where interest may be now? And if it is, where are we?
Sure. Good morning, Brian. I've looked at over 50,000 transactions from the last couple of months, looked at a lot of research. 2020 continues to surprise. You would think that we would be down terrifically at this time of year, especially given the CDC's most recent advisory. And yet, if I've learned anything this year, it's that people will find a way to travel. So you just brought up the TSA numbers. We're seeing full flights. We're seeing busy resorts and full activities and attractions. So people are out there traveling. We're not recommending it. We're not promoting travel for this time. I'd prefer people wait till it's safe to travel, but there's a human need, especially around Thanksgiving, and that's clear from what we're seeing.
Yeah, and listen, we know, James, and not to get into these details, a lot of people are suffering with depression and anxiety and feeling shut in, and you know, maybe seeing family, if it's done safely, will rejuvenate their souls in a way that makes them feel good. But people are doing, I know a lot of people, listen, we're CNBC, let's be honest, we have a high net worth audience, and there's an ability there for what you call bubble travel. People that are able to, because they've got the financial means to do it, basically isolate even while traveling. Private planes, private home, private boat.
That's right. People are traveling. It's a trend we're seeing, traveling with the group that they're living with. So, not crossing family lines, not a lot of the things that the CDC has been concerned about. And they're doing things like chartering private yachts, even private cars on trains. I've seen requests for full floors at hotels, buyouts at restaurants, private jets. We've just seen a spike in all of that kind of travel. But there are other big differences, too, this year versus typical holiday season. I mean, holiday season is one of the times of year where we see our busiest travel business, right? And we've got major differences this year. Typically, cruise is a third of the market for holidays. People love, sort of glittering, glamorous New Year's Eve on a cruise ship for just the sun and fun. And that entire third of the marketplace is missing this year. There won't be any cruising from the U.S. We hope to see some ships in the water in January, but before then, nothing. So a third of that is missing. The big cities.
Yeah, it sounds like we saw the graphic, James. You might buy into that sort of Roaring 22's idea. I just referenced, I bought some flights because I believe that if we see demand pick up, these planes are going to be slow to come out of mothballing. I think airfares are going to skyrocket because you're going to have a lot of people wanting to travel, but not a lot of capacity because the airlines have got to take their time to get the planes. You can't just take a plane from the desert and throw it into Philadelphia and have somebody jump on it. What kind of demand are you seeing for late next year?
Yeah, we're already seeing the early signs of that are availability issues even now. Late next year is the boom, Brian. It is the slingshot return of the market. We're looking at a record year in 2021 if this all plays out. I mean, the news about the vaccine and the constant good news about the vaccines have really bolstered people's confidence. But we are looking at record-breaking sales for next year.
Shepard Smith here. Thanks for watching CNBC on YouTube.